in a long time. Okay, cool. So we are live, and we're playing a getting a bunch of emails. We're playing a game of Lamentations of the Flaming Princess. I'm actually running a module called Julinda's Gauntlet, kind of modified for Lamentations because the module is originally written for 5e, and it's basically a small dungeon full of all kinds of fun stuff. So, hold on one second. Losing my voice. So the party has been assembled. We're starting right at basically at the cave of the witch Julinda. The Duke's daughter has fallen ill. She was bit by some kind of strange fish when she was swimming at the beach, and nothing they've been doing has been able to help. And this witch Julinda has been banished, we shall say, from the general population because of the accusation of witchcraft. But of course, now the Duke is desperate, so he's offered you, rewards, which would be more than probably a year's worth of adventuring in order to get her, bring her back, get some kind of a solution, so his daughter does not die. You've driven here just as quickly as possible on horses. There's 4 characters, and you're standing outside this large cave. And I'll let you introduce your characters, I guess, and then we'll go forward from there. And actually, if you can write, when you get a chance, write your character's name, class, and armor class in the chat, so I can have it. So I will start though with on my left, which is Mike.
I'm playing Brynhild. I'm echoing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I'm playing Brynhild the dwarf, of course, with a beard. And she's not riding a horse. She's riding an elephant because the GM allowed it.
That's true.
And she leaves it in the cave, of course. It's a baby elephant. And she's carrying an axe and a dagger and a light crossbow. And she's a survivor.
Nice. All right, that's very cool. How about Crystal?
I'm playing Lorraine Belmont, a specialist. She's here bored with her noble life and wanted to do something a little bit more exciting.
Cool. You're sounding a little bit robotic, though, so I don't know if you know anything about that. And Tony.
Stepping down from his horse is this fairly tall, about 6'1", 6'2", medium-build human. And he steps down. The first thing he does is take his hands and he brushes through this beautiful, beautiful black hair that he has. And he adjusts it from the wind blowing around. And he starts unstrapping the spear and the longsword and his wooden shield. And as the dwarf rides by on her elephant, he looks towards her and he just thinks to himself, "Oh, and they say that I come from a rich family. My main goal today is to hopefully rescue this beautiful princess, and she will take notice of me." And I am playing Marvin Del Torin, a human fighter.
Nice. And last but not least, Marcus.
Yeah, I'm playing Dirth. He's a specialist. You would see him with his mustache, which he keeps nice and trim. He has dark hair otherwise. He's wearing a purple kind of leather outfit, which also acts as his leather armor. He has a cape on, it's black, and he has a dagger and a short sword. He's has a horse, an old horse, with no name.
You traveled here on a horse with no name. Nice. Okay, cool. So, yeah, again, you're standing outside this cave. People know where she is. There's even been rumors of the occasional peasant kind of coming up here trying to get favors of Julinda, though nobody's spoken to her in somewhere around 2 years. You don't see any animals or anything like that outside the cave. Like, it doesn't look like she's keeping any farming or anything. But it is a pretty big entrance. I mean, you could definitely tie your horses up and walk in no problem. In fact, it's the middle of the day, so you can just kind of look in there, and you can actually see that the cave goes in about 20 or so feet, and then you can actually see that there's a staircase, which is formed out of properly, stacked stone going down. So it looks like the cave part is rough, but then once you get past the first 20 feet or so, it becomes like an actual built area, dungeon, whatever you want to call it. So what would you like to do?
Darth will walk ahead with pulling out a lantern. No, a torch. That's what I have, a torch. So I'll, douse it in oil and light it up.
Nice.
And I step forward. Sorry. Ouch. Shit.
There's a trap there.
My shield.
The dwarf is down.
I dropped my
Darth
shield
keeps
on my
walking.
foot.
elephant's
Shielded axe in the other. And I look to Darth, and I nod. Let's go ahead.
Yes, I'll keep these eyes as sharp as possible. You have my back.
As always. And she actually sounds like a man.
Yeah, that probably still confuses Darth. He's probably not used to seeing this. Probably hasn't seen a dwarf with a beard. Female dwarf with a beard.
Yeah, dwarfs are fairly rare. So, and who's next?
Yeah, it's seeing that Marvin seen Durf to take the lead like he is. Marvin's sitting there kind of twirling his spear around, and he looks towards Lorraine and goes, "It would be best if I come last because I will have better range at throwing the spear and taking out something that's trying to get Durf." Oh, well, you don't have to yell at me.
What?
Someone was shouting in the background. That was cool. That was so fitting.
No one is shouting here at this moment.
Huh?
No,
Okay.
it might be the TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lorraine is getting ready to take out her longbow. I'll say spirit things. And she kind of looks and she's like, "Oh, okay," and kind of like puts her longbow away and a dagger instead. Moving forward.
He takes no notice of you doing that at all. It doesn't even dawn on him what you're doing.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so you guys start to walk down these stairs, and again, they're well-hewn stairs. They look like that they've probably been, they're not covered in dust or anything, so they probably are used, though there's not like signs of tons and tons of foot traffic on here. And you do actually come down into a room, which is there's no door. It just opens right up into this room, and it's about 20 foot in front of you by about 15 feet. You're in the center of the wall. The minute he did to you. I guess that's south. Let's see. No, that's north. Okay. This might be sideways. Okay, so this chamber is notable for a 5-foot diameter brass hemisphere attached to the ceiling. So you come into this room. It's got, typical 15-foot or so ceilings, and there's this 5-foot hemisphere of brass attached to the ceiling.
What's a hemisphere?
It's basically like half of a sphere. So if you cut a sphere in half and you stuck it on the it's like a
okay.
bump. Yeah. So it's throwing, you come with your torch, it's throwing light around and stuff because it's made out of brass. And directly below it, this is in the center of the room on the ceiling. Directly below it on the ground is etched into the floor, which is made out of green marble, an image of an hourglass. There's also You came in basically on the south wall, the center of the south wall. The center of the north wall, you can see that that there's an opening there with stairs going down as well. It doesn't say it in the description, but it looks like there's 4 pillars that are holding up the ceiling, 1 in each corner.
Is there any inscription on the pillars or something?
On the pillars?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Also, you notice as you're starting to kind of hang out in there and you're looking around at the hemisphere. I mean, at first you just kind of think it's overall in the room, but you can kind of center that the hemisphere is actually making a humming sound. Very, very soft, but it is making a sound. Let's see. So yeah, the pillars do not have anything carved in them. They're just kind of simple, though green, marble pillars. And they're fluted, but no etchings or anything.
I turn to the others and shrug.
Darth will walk up and can I try to chip at one with my dagger?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to try that, see how brittle it is or anything. I don't know.
Okay, sure. So there's 4 of them in the room. Southeast, southwest, northeast, and northwest. Which one would you like to chisel?
Northwest.
Okay. All right, so you come up to the northwest one. You start chiseling on it. Roll a d6.
Oh, boy. A 3.
Cool. Yes, you chisel at it a bit, and actually you're able to find kind of like a weak vein in the marble, and you do chip a piece off, and it falls on the ground.
Nice.
And you can see, looking at from where it broke, that it's definitely marble. Pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick that in one of my pouches there and consider it a souvenir.
Yeah, it's a little chunk of marble. It's probably worth something. Okay. Anybody else want to do anything in this room?
Does the hemisphere, does it reflect the light in some way?
Yes, 100%. It's brass and it's pretty shiny. It's not exactly a mirror, but it definitely is shiny. So you can even see like a bit of your reflection in it.
I take Darth's arm, and if he lets me, I move it around to the left and to the right and see if there is anything changing with the light.
Yeah, Darth won't
His
resist.
torch. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's reflecting. It doesn't seem to be like unusually different. It definitely is changing because, when you move something around, something reflective.
There's not like a beam or something?
No, not a beam. There's definitely light like reflecting off and hitting the walls, but nothing that you would consider to be a beam from that.
Yeah. I turn to Lorraine and you're in puzzles, traps, and other shenanigans. Looks like one of those.
Oh, also roll a d6 for me.
Hey.
Brynhild.
Oh, I have to reroll. A 1.
Oh, okay. So while you're kind of moving his arm around, and you're kind of watching to see where the light goes or whatever, you notice something on the north wall seems a little bit unusual in the architecture. Like it seems like that part of the marble, the veins of it don't line up exactly right. Like it's coming across and it like changes pattern.
While I'm moving Darth's arm, I suddenly stop in mid swing and narrow my eyes and then point. Secret door.
What are you talking about?
Look closely, and I turn his arm in that direction to shine the light there.
That's so hard.
I'm gonna try and see what it is that she's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, with her pointing out, you can definitely notice that when you go up to the wall, like you would probably not have noticed this, not being a dwarf, that like literally the stone pattern shifts, like it changes slightly, and you can see that actually this was a cut piece of stone there that's inserted in here, and it's been grouted in with grout that was then like a dyed green, so it matches the rest of it. But like if you were to take like, I don't know, like a dagger or something and chip away, you could definitely chip the grout away, and it is roughly the size of a dwarf.
Yeah. This particular wall and see if I can, or can I check to see if I can find any traps in it or anything, or
Like what kind of trap?
Activate when the door was open, like a maybe something that would come out from the walls,
So you're looking for
like a scythe or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
What's your search?
2 out of 6.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're searching around. It doesn't look like that there's any, like, at least nowhere near this area. There doesn't seem to be any kind of doesn't seem to be any kind of holes or anything like that.
Yeah, it looks perfectly safe. Hey, Marvin, how about you bring chip away at it for us?
All I heard was Marvin, then you broke up real bad on my end.
Bring that spear over here and chip away at the wall so we can get through.
Ah, well, you know, this spear was finally made by my father's craftsmen. I don't believe I want to hurt the tip of that, but I could try to use this old dagger I have.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Perfectly safe. I searched and totally didn't find anything.
As he approaches it, he looks towards Brynhild and Durf back and forth, and he says, well, maybe I should take a little look around here first before I poke anything with this dagger. Can I do a search too,
Yes.
even though I got a 1?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so you're looking around too. I mean, you don't really see the wall seems incredibly smooth. In fact, if it wasn't for, again, the pattern being slightly different, you probably wouldn't have even noticed that this is a separate piece. And the wall is really smooth. You don't see any holes or cracks or anything, except for you can kind of feel where the grout is that you could probably cut out with your knife.
Yeah, I'm going to take this old dagger and just try to chip away down part of it to see if I find any kind of mechanism that would open it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't really find a mechanism, but you find that it's fairly easy once you get started to kind of get this grout out. And once you've cleared a decent amount away, you can see that the door is actually feeling like it could actually like move, like it's going to, it's less of a door and more of a piece of marble that's stuck in the wall. So you feel like once the grout's removed, it would probably fall,
He pulls his dagger back and he brushes his forehead with the sweat beading up. And my fellow Durf, that was quite exhausting of doing that. Do you think you could finish it by pushing the door open?
There we go. Yeah, Durth will just kind of give you a sly smile and might even look smug, but yeah, I'll try to finish it off.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're careful about it, you can definitely do that. It will fall. So you just have to stand out of the way, I guess. Once it reaches a certain point, the door, if you will, falls forward into the room and smashes. It's marble, so it kind of doesn't shatter in little pieces, but it breaks. And you're looking into a pretty small room, maybe like 5 foot square. It's got a pedestal, again made out of that green marble, and sitting on top of the pedestal is what appears to be like a 1.5 foot length of birch, like a branch.
And seeing this door completely demolished, I look towards Durf. See, your strength is just unfathomable, isn't it?
Well, Durth is pretty strong. He kind of twirls his mustache a bit.
And you notice too that this branch is sitting on top of the pedestal, and it's almost like there's 3 little metal rings that are like looped around it. Kind of. So if you were to think, if you were to pick it up, you'd.
What do you think, Lady Brynhild? What should we go on in there?
Of course, we should leave nothing uninspected.
That's how we get rich, right?
Aren't we here to save the princess?
Ah, yes, save the princess, of course.
Morals, my friend.
Morals aren't just...
Some of us are born into riches, though.
Riches do not always cause the happiness that you seek.
That is true. That is why I'm here to capture the heart of this beautiful princess.
I snicker.
Okay. Did you want to walk in and look at it closer? Or you're all
Yep.
kind of. Yeah.
Well,
So when you walk, yep.
Sorry, I was going to say, if no one else has any objections, I'll go ahead and walk in carefully and look around.
Okay. Yeah. So you step in. I guess maybe somebody's standing behind you with a torch to give some light in there, and yeah, you see basically as I described, about 1.5 foot length of looks like a branch from a birch tree. So it's wood with white. It's got 3 would look like golden metal rings holding it, if you will, to the pedestal. And as you're looking at it closer, especially as a specialist, you can see that these look almost like loops from a lock. And you can actually see in the front of the pedestal, like facing you, there's 3 keyholes.
I wonder if I can. Well, it seems there are some keyholes in these pedestals. Perhaps they hold a secret of some kind.
Do you have any keys on you?
Like that, if I were to mess with these keyholes, does it look still would like open or something?
Yeah, I mean that's a reasonable conclusion.
Yeah, I'd like to inside it and see if I can find any tripwires or anything that's lining this pedestal before I start messing with the keyhole.
Okay.
Like I'm looking for like a trip. I guess I'd mostly be filling around the lock, but sort of around the pedestal itself. I want to see if I can find a, like I said, like a tripwire, something that if I were to pick the lock, it might, set the wire off and cause a.
Okay. Yeah. So you look around that general area and you're able to get you can look all around the pedestal. You don't see anything that seems to be connected to the locks at all. You just see these keyholes that are in the marble, and you see you're assuming that the little loop that's holding down the piece of wood might be being held by these locks. But no.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to see if I can pick this lock. Would that be tinkering?
Yep, tinker. So which one are you picking? Left, right, middle.
I'm going to go with whichever one's closest to me.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Are they all the same distance? Or I thought they were going around the tree.
No, they're on the front of the pedestal.
I'll start with left. Sure.
Okay. So roll. Sure.
3 out of 3, and I got a 3 out of 6. So
okay. Yeah. So you do that, and one of the metal band that kind of lines up with it pops open.
okay. I'm gonna Did anything in the room seem to change or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. I'll slowly lift the metal band. Like, is it?
You gonna try to pull the band up?
Yeah.
It's pretty firm. It doesn't move at all when you put your hand on it and try to pick it up.
Okay. Darth, do you want to try and get one of these?
Yeah, and he was probably peering right over your shoulder as you're doing this, and he's like, "Oh yes, absolutely." And he'll be fumbling for his thieves' tools and things.
Okay.
You try as well.
So you got the middle one and the right one that are still haven't been messed with.
Right is right, so I'm going to go with that one.
Go tinker.
I had 4 out of 6, but I rolled a 6.
Ah, okay. So you're messing with this thing, and you hear it click, and you look up like you think you got it, and actually the one on the left locked back down again.
It seems these were made by master craftsmen. It's a bit out of my range.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that where you unlock one, try to unlock one lock, and it locks another one.
Usually they just open right up. I don't know
Well,
what this is.
Maybe
I'll try to remind her.
Yeah, she can strong arm it.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just trying to tinker with these until we pop them all open. I mean, the kind of person that likes to smash open, a lock when it can be picked.
Your torch is beginning.
There's just
My torch is running out. You need to hurry.
I'm gonna take out my my lantern and light up my lantern.
Okay.
I'll just use his torch to light up my lantern, and I'll place that lantern on the middle pedestal so we can each see really well. Attempt to unlock my lock again.
So you put the lantern on the pedestal?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to unlock my lock again.
The one on the left?
And
Yeah. Try again.
2.
Okay, it pops open.
So succeed.
That one.
All right, Darth, you want to try to hit yours again?
Once he's failed at it, you can try it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you fail to lock, you can't try again.
That was really impressive.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Can he try the middle and I try the one he failed?
Yeah.
Okay. Darth, do you want to try the middle one and afterwards on the right?
Yes, of course. His hands are shaking as he starts to tinker. Yes, got a 2 this time.
Okay, pops open. So now 2 of them are open.
Aha! I knew I could do it.
All right. Now let's hope that I don't screw up mine. Of course I won't, because I never screw up anything. Ah, damn, you're right. This one is really tricky. They really put something weird with this one.
The work of a
It
man
was
is
nothing like the other one.
So when you try it and it doesn't work, all 3 of them lock down again.
It's amazing.
What have you done?
Amazing how that. I'm telling you, they put some really clever work into just this one lock.
Yes.
And I give Darth kind of like the look of like I fucked up. Anyone else see my face?
I look towards Brynhild and go, what have they done? They were doing good, and then they've messed everything up now.
Well, you can't expect dwarven expertise from everyone.
Indeed. So yeah, I mean, effectively, unless you were to level up, you won't really try to get this thing. Unless you want to try to do it via another way besides picking the locks.
How about we all go and level up and then come back and try again?
I mean, there's still other ways you can go.
What about if I break it open and raise my axe?
And as you raise your axe, I take like 15 steps back, 15 feet back.
Yeah, Darth as well. Darth is going to walk off with his burning out torch. Go stand by himself somewhere.
My lantern is still on the middle altar.
So how do you want to do this?
I take the sharp end and kaboom. Hopefully.
What is it that you're trying to cut?
I do what?
What are you cutting? The pedestal itself, the little metal bands, the stick?
The stick.
You can cut the stick? Okay. Go for it. Make an attack.
Hold on. I can't find shit in the sheep.
I decided that he wanted to sit beside me, so he laid on all of my dice.
That's hard. What's that? 7. Oh my god, how did attack work? Oh yeah. No, probably not. An 8.
An 8 total with everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you swing at it, but probably because of your height and the pedestal and the way it is, it just your axe just lands funny. It doesn't. Maybe you hit one of the rings when you're trying to hit the stick, and it just ding off.
I can't reach it properly. I look almost accusingly at the group. Someone else try. One of you big folks.
I'm gonna take out my longbow, and I'm gonna take a few steps back again, about 30 feet, and I'm gonna try and shoot the altar with.
Okay. Well, you can't get back that far away because it's only.
Okay.
First way you possibly is 15 feet. That's a big.
Feet. What if I were to like step outside the door?
No, you wouldn't be able to reach it. It's sitting on the north wall in the center of the room. Both of the entrances and exits from the room are on the east and west walls in the middle. You wouldn't we wouldn't get an angle at it. The only way you can stand directly in front of it, and you'll be no more than 15 feet away.
10 feet away, you said?
Well, the room is 15
well,
feet.
it's better than that. 15? Okay, so I'll be as far back as I can as I shoot my longbow at it. Well, shoot the arrow from my longbow.
What's everybody else doing here while you're shooting the stick?
I'm standing behind her somewhere.
Okay.
And nat 20. That's a great waste of my nat 20.
Perfect. Okay, good. So your arrow slices this stick in half, and a massive explosion of magical energy comes out. Everybody make a saving throw.
What kind?
Raid.
Let's see. Device, I guess.
Device.
Because it
I failed.
I failed.
Versus magical device.
I failed very bad.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Darth starts crying.
That was a short game.
Am I supposed to get over or under?
Over.
Oh, then I failed horribly.
Okay.
I failed horribly.
Okay, so essentially this was a wand that allows the casting of the enfeeblement spell. So since you've blown it up, you're all going to take, and you failed your saving throw, you're all going to take the effect of the enfeeblement spell. So essentially, your strength is going to be reduced by 25%. So everybody do some math.
Oh, that's bad.
Yep. And this effect also affects, for whatever reason, Also affects your missile attacks.
Hold on. I was in the next room.
What next room?
Yeah, in the previous one.
Yeah, you're in the main room. This is not really even a room where this thing is. It was a little tiny thing.
Oh.
It's more like an alcove.
Is that going to be permanent?
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't know that.
Well, I just wanted to know if I should write down next to it or.
Well, you don't know.
I'll just remember what my strength is.
This is great.
You'll die anyway.
It's always an important thing to keep notes of what your original scores were, anyways, because you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. So yeah, you're affected by the enfeeblement spell, and 25%. Oh.
And what'd you say about the missile attack? What was the deal on it?
Yeah. So normally you only use your strength for melee, but this will also affect missile. So if you had any kind of if there's any kind of penalty that's incurred by this, or if you then it will also count towards your missiles. So like if your strength goes down low enough that you would have a penalty, it'll go to missiles.
Is 10 normal then? Like 0?
10-0, yeah.
Okay.
So you're fine with 10. Yeah, so you guys feel a little bit weak. You probably feel like it sucks that you just blew up a magic wand. But you're standing in this room. Oh, and actually the lantern was on top of the thing. So your lantern is destroyed. And you're all standing in the dark. So what do you want to do?
Please, light up the torch again.
Should we all just roll for suicide now, or?
I look a little bit dumbfounded to the others, which they don't see.
Nobody sees anything because it's dark.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. There's no information in Lamentations.
Huh? Wasn't there?
There's no dark vision in Lamentations.
Oh my god.
No, huh? Sucks. Everybody's standing in the dark.
Who had the torch? Somebody had a torch. Was it you, Marcus?
Yeah, but I think it's about out at this point.
Yeah, I think it was out by the time this happened. Because it was
and I just have a single torch.
Oh, well, I have 3, so I'll light up one of mine.
Whew.
I had 1 lantern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not anymore. Okay, so now you're definitely in a rush.
Yeah, that's what had meant.
Yeah. Okay, so you're standing in this room. It doesn't. What was obviously a magic wand has now been destroyed. The 3 little gold bands are still there, though, and the key, everything's still locked. That room is scorched from the explosion of the magic, but also from the explosion of the lantern. Yeah, so you're standing in a room that's 20 foot by 15 foot. Probably to your right, which would be the east, is the way you came in, which is a set of stairs going up, and to the west is a set of stairs going down. And you have a flickering torch.
Oh, I guess we continue. There is no princess in here.
I want those gold rings from the broken thing.
Gold rings?
Yeah, they're definitely gold. They're probably gold. They're like brass, basically. They're gold in color, but they're brass. When you go up and check them, they're not actual gold.
I'm still gonna pocket them.
You take everything, right?
Yes.
You don't care.
You can like jam them out with your. They're basically part of a lock. You can break them out. I'm supposed it'll take a turn and do it. But
yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that.
Yeah. As the torch is burning down, you can do that. Okay, so once you get that done, everybody's watching you. So yeah, you can either go back out the way you came, or set of stairs going down.
Well, the princess isn't where we came from, so.
Nope.
I guess
you're not trying to get the princess. You're trying to find the wizard.
Or wizard, whatever. Yes.
So you'll figure it out eventually. Are you keeping the same marching order?
Yeah, Darth will go first, regardless. As long as there's some light either behind him or someone wants to hand him the torch.
Yeah, if you stay relatively close together, you'll be fine. The last person in line is getting the torch right now. You have the torch right now, Marvin, right? Do we have a torch and a spear? Or do you have a torch and your shield?
Oh, excuse me. I have a torch and my shield.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you go down the set of stairs. It goes down like 2 flights of stairs, basically. I mean the equivalent. And you get to a small landing where the hallway turns to the north, so to the right. And you can definitely see at the end of about 15-foot hallway, you see only 10 feet actually. You see a polished iron door. It has no handle or keyhole. And from the west wall, there is a 1-inch thick iron bar. It's sticking out maybe like 4 inches from the wall. Otherwise, the hallway itself is just the regular green marble without nothing else interesting going on. So you've got in front of you a door with no handle or keyhole, and on the wall, on the west wall, it would be there's a little like an iron bar sticking out. What would you do?
Go to this west wall. You said the iron bar.
Yeah, it's sticking out. It's probably like about 4 feet ish, a little bit less than that off the ground, and it's sticking out a few inches, maybe like 6 or 8 inches.
I'm gonna go inspect that.
Okay. Yeah, if you look at it, you can actually see that it's like. At first, maybe you might have thought it was like cemented into the wall, but actually, as you look at it, it's actually in a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like I could pull on it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so if you grab it, you're able to pull it. You can actually pull it towards you, like into the hallway. How far do you want to pull it?
Until it clicks.
That's a good answer. Yeah. So you pull it all the way to the opposite wall, and it doesn't click or anything. So you're like, So you go back. Maybe you think maybe you should push it in all the way. So you push it in that way. Maybe you try it a couple of times. It doesn't seem to ever click. It just kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah, I'll just keep doing it back and forth, maybe 5 or so times.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, actually, and then once you've done it a few times, 5 times, you push it all the ways in as far as it can go, and suddenly there's a flash of white light above, and the wall at the top of the stairs. So basically, the stage you just came from, because so many people, you probably can't see it because you're standing right next to the steel door.
Yeah.
But everybody else is standing behind you. You guys see a flash from above, and where that stairway is, a wall closes it in. So you're now apparently trapped in here.
Now I look accusingly at Marvin.
Then, after the accusing look, and he's thinking about what, you hear a click, and the door in front of you opens up a couple of inches.
See, I got the door open.
Yes, let's go.
That wasn't bad at all.
Before we go in the door, I'm going to move over to the side of the wall and take out my small mirror, and I'm going to use it, like angle it to look into the room before we go in. Like, is there any light coming from that room?
The room is completely dark.
I walk into the room. I don't even pay attention to what she's doing. I continue walking in with the torch and shield.
Okay, so in the mirror, you see your party member walk into the room.
Whoa, everyone, hold on. There's another copy of us in there.
Where? I don't see them.
What?
Okay, so so this room is, I think, about 15 foot square. This large square room seems to have no ceiling. Like, you've got your torch and you're holding it up, which is about a 30-foot radius or whatever. It's the light, it goes up, and like the ceiling's much higher than that. In each corner of the room is a plate of thick glass covered by a recessed section of the floor. In each of these 4 cells resides a disgusting ooze, their bulk occasionally slamming against the glass in a vain attempt to reach you. Let's see. In the middle of the far north wall, which is the wall across from you, is another steel door. This one has a handle on it. So basically, you're standing in this room. It's got crazy tall ceilings. You've in each corner there's like a glass case in a sense with some kind of like living ooze that's slamming against the cases trying to get out as soon as it sees your torchlight. And directly across from you is a door.
Dearth.
I'm gonna walk over to that door and I'm gonna see if I can find any traps on it. Like I'm thinking that these ooze might get out of the glass, like the glass might open. So I want to make sure that opening this door isn't going to cause any kind of trap like that.
Okay, so you're looking to see if there's anything that connects the door to the glass.
Mm-hmm.
What's your search?
2.
Okay. Yeah, so you're doing that. There's nothing in the room that seems to do that.
Okay. I think it should be safe to open this door.
I want to look at just the glass, go tap on it, maybe just whatever one's closest to me as I enter.
Okay. So you're standing there and you're okay, we can open the door, and you're tapping the glass. Which one do you want to tap?
Which one was the closest that we walked into?
Okay, so one of the ones on that side. So you've got that would be southeast or southwest?
Southeast.
Okay.
I'm not going to tap hard. I just want to maybe knuckle it a couple times. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, you tap. It slams against. You hear your friend say you can open the door. Are you opening the door as well? Lorraine? Or are you just saying it can be opened?
I'm just saying that it can be open. I'm not opening it myself yet.
All right. Yeah.
Please go ahead. The door, you said it's clear. Please go ahead. Since you're there, you can open it for us and we'll continue.
I'm going to reach up and lightly grab the doorknob and check to see if it's locked or not.
Great. Yeah, so you grab the door handle, and it is crazy hot. And your hand is scorched for... I'm going to die. Take it away from me. 8 points of damage. Your hand is basically fried. That's a lot of damage to one hand. Yeah.
My goodness, do you not have gloves to wear?
You probably
scream in pain and pull my hand back, and
yeah, if you have
my hand is clearly.
Yeah. So as that happens, you hear a whooshing sound, and you're all pelted. It doesn't do any damage, but you're all pelted by stones from above for a couple seconds. But let me see. Yep. One of the glass cases. The one you're standing in front of course, Darth, one stone hits it, and it cracks and breaks open, and this disgusting ooze thing comes out. Go ahead and roll initiative against it to see if you can get away from it before it, because it's going to try to attack you.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely move if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to hop back. I'm assuming this all happens pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm probably already hopping back from knuckling the glass and it reacting, so...
Yeah, it kind of all happened at once. Yeah, it like hits the ground, like splush on the ground, because it doesn't expect the glass is going to break. And you can see it's kind of got pseudopods, and it seems like it's going to probably try to reach out and grab you guys. You think that if you were to like wrap something around your hand, you probably could open the door. Actually, you probably opened it anyways. For 8 points of damage, you kept your hand on there long enough that you pulled the door open. So the door is open. You're looking in. Okay. Let me read the box text. It's always fun. Beyond the doorway is a hellscape. This appears to be a natural cave tunnel. Instead of a floor, there's a pool of lava. Occasionally, a bubble builds and bursts, spraying the walls and ceiling with glowing yellow and orange, and filling your nostrils with fragrant sulfur. The heat is almost unbearable. So you open it up, and there's basically a lava pit back there. So you've got this ooze thing that's kind of blocking your way back. You've got lava in front of you. What do you guys want to do?
My forehead is beating out in even more sweat. So I turn towards this thing that is in Girth. What have you let loose there? I think we should burn this thing.
I doubted my strength. I must have broken the glass. I don't know. I don't think we should fight it, though. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it's starting to move toward you. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah, while you guys are examining this, I'm writhing in pain, trying to wrap a cloth or something around my hand really quick.
Okay. It got a 5 this time. Roll your initiative, Marcus. Actually, in Lamentations, it's individual initiative, right?
Yeah, it's individual.
So yeah, so 5 for the everybody can roll initiative.
It's straight D6.
Straight D6 plus Dex.
Ooh, I got a 6 plus 1, so 7.
I got a 5 plus 1, so 6.
Cool.
4.
Okay. As well. Threw it in the chat.
All right. So you two guys, 7 and 6 can go first. You see this thing? It's kind of a puddle of grossness, and it seems to have pseudopods, and it's kind of moving towards you.
Yeah, I moved towards it with the torch and a dearth. I think it's best that we burn these type of things. It's too hot in that other room. As I move towards to try to burn it with the torch.
Okay, you can do that. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it. D20.
What is torch? D6 damage?
Yeah. D6.
That's probably gonna miss a 9.
9 total, including your attack bonus and everything?
Yeah, I don't have a bonus now since my strength dropped.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make a saving throw versus paralyze.
Whew, failed by 1.
Okay, so you drop the torch on it, and it does in fact reel back in pain, but the torch goes out. So you're in the dark. But at that moment, well, you're not completely dark because the lava is bright, so you're in a dim room. What do you want to do, Crystal? I'm sorry, Lorraine, you're next. You're muted.
Is this creature still alive?
It's hard to say. It's pretty dark, but yes.
Is this creature still?
Yes. It is still a threat, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
I definitely heard it, but it's still moving. Screaming.
Can I grab my bow and shoot at it?
Yeah, I think you can shoot into melee and limitations, right? Let me just check that. I think only if you miss is it a problem.
No, I think you roll. Oh God, it's so long ago. Don't you roll a probability to
I believe
hit
there is something like that.
others in melee?
Yeah, I think in DX, but I thought it was.
Isn't it like 50% actually? I don't have my book here.
I think there is something like that in Lamentations. All right, fuck it. I just grab my rapier and charge at it.
Okay, you're gonna try to poke it with your rapier. Go ahead.
Total of 8. So I miss.
Make a save versus paralyzation.
Make what?
Make a save versus paralyze.
Failed.
Okay, so you also drop your weapon. You try to poke at it, and one of the pseudopods like reaches out at you, and you let go because it's out of a reaction not to get hit, and it falls in. And you can hear it sizzling.
Right.
Yeah. Now it's its turn. So you two guys are standing right there. It's gonna go after 2 of you. Okay, it's gonna go after Marvin. Oh, but it only rolls an 8, so it does not hit you. It swings out with a pseudopod, but it does not hit you. And then our 2 4s. What would you guys have to do?
I'm gonna toss a dagger at the closest.
Okay.
For a total of 8.
Wow. Okay. You miss. It bounces up the wall. How about Brynhild?
I spin my axe and charge it.
Nice.
And rush past it into the wall. Roll the 1. Yeah.
All right. Effective melee. So that's all happening. Next round initiative. We got a 5.
Got a 5.
7.
0.
3.
Cool. All right. So you hear a whoosh again, right? And it's hard to see because it's dark in the room, but what appears to be a man, but with large wings, and his face is scarred, and he's not wearing a shirt, and he's bloodied. He looks directly at who didn't go forward. The first person who didn't go forward would be Dirth. At Dirth, he says, "Now I can pay you back. Quick, come with me." And he grabs you, if you allow him to. Do you?
Wait, who grabs me?
This guy with the wings that flew down from the sky.
No, I'm not gonna let him grab me. It's
What's
crazy.
that?
No way.
Okay, so he's gonna make an attack at you then. Roll 16. Oh, actually, so it's a melee contest, right? So you have to.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, try to wrestle you basically.
I got a 14 -1 because I have a 6 strength.
Okay, yeah, he gets you, and he says, "Stay still, and he actually takes you and flies out into the lava room.
Oh god.
Do you guys see your friend being brought out into the
Yeah,
lava room?
I'm cursing and kicking around and
Yeah, you're swinging and swinging around, and you can hear this guy. He's like, "Stay still, this isn't easy," and he's like flying out into this lava room. And I'm gonna get my tea. Let's take a quick little break.
What's happening? Break?
Did he say break?
That's what he
I think-
said. Yeah. He
Okay.
must have got.
I think his voice was getting groggy or something.
Yes, break. I need my tea.
As I fly off into hell. Good.
Sorry about that. All right. You guys still there?
Yeah, I didn't go.
Okay, I made the tea right before we started, and I forgot it was sitting on the counter. So now I have lukewarm tea. Anyways, you got flown away.
Good.
The other guys, is everybody else still there too? Or do people decide to leave as well because I left?
They might have left.
They might have left. Okay. Yeah, you're flying over the lava. It's very nice. Not really.
So I'm like through the door at that point.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Crystal. Oh, no, Antonio, right? Everybody left.
I just got
I'm
back.
I'm back as well.
I forgot that I had made tea. Remember I said at the beginning. I was like, I have tea, and then I'd never picked it up, so I just need to grab my tea. Sorry. Okay, so you see your friend get swooped away by this creature, and this oozy thing is going to attack the one of the three of you that are staying there. The second one, it's going to attack Lorraine. and it misses horribly. It doesn't have very good reach with its. And who's after 5?
I was on
I had
5
a,
as well.
I think I had a 3 unless somebody else had a 4.
I had a 7.
Oh,
I don't
all right,
think
so
I got to go.
Actually, okay, yeah, you didn't get to go. Sorry, I skipped you. Go ahead, you can go first.
Okay. Can I grab my rapier or?
You could try. It seems to be making a hissing sound, and smoke is coming off of it.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll just grab my dagger then, and I could like step back, or would it get like an opportunity attack or something?
Yeah, if you back up in combat, well, if you run, then it'll get an opportunity attack. Yeah, but you can move back a little bit. You can do a parry, basically.
Okay, I'll do that and throw my dagger at it.
You do that. You do it instead.
Okay, I got a total of 17.
Okay, so your dagger lands in roll damage.
What's the damage on that again? Was it a D? I think it was a D6 in this one. Oh, was it? Okay.
D4.
1. No, wait. Yeah. 1. Think.
Perfect. Okay. So you throw the dagger into it, and it sticks in, and you also hear it start to hiss and smoke come off of it.
Do I get any bonuses for having a better to attack on melee for on range for having a better dex?
Yeah. You'll get bonus to the damage
Okay.
to the attack roll, not to the damage.
Okay, then I get. Okay, not to the damage. Okay, yeah, so 1 damage.
Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, yeah, you don't get damage to accuracy. Yes, not damage.
Okay.
Okay, so who got a 5?
Darth did, yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do? Oh, well, you can't do shit.
I can't try to break free.
Yeah.
Like, fight the.
Well, if you break free now, you're going to fall into the lava.
That's a good point. I'm gonna clutch onto this guy's
Okay.
leg or arm or something.
Okay. Yeah, he's more or less naked, but yeah, you clutch onto him.
I'm gonna yell, "Fuck the wizard! Rescue me!"
Okay, who's on a 4? 3s?
Yeah, I had a 3. I'm going to move away from this creature, seeing Durf go, and I'm going to run to the lava door to the entrance and yell, "Wait, Durf! You're not supposed to leave without us."
Yeah, just as you run to the entrance, you can see this thing's going like around the corner. So it's flying off of them, and he still has.
And that room is full. The floor is all lava, correct?
That is correct. The floor is lava.
And I'll just stand at the door then.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So, how about 0?
0 yourself. Yeah, so I try again. I turn around and I charge again.
No, nice.
Oh yeah, that looks better. An 18.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and 2 damage.
You double damage though.
Oh right, 4.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, you slice into it, and yeah, you cut it really hard, and it actually starts to like split apart, almost like it's breaking into 2 different masses.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next round, surprisingly, well, actually, let's roll the initiative. We should do that. 4 for the creature.
6.
Nice.
3.
2.
5.
Cool. Okay. So yeah. So you'll go first. Actually,
What did I see
in
there?
the doorway. You see the thing flying back without your friend, and he's actually yelling to you. He's like, come quickly with me."
Yes, I want to go to where my friend is as I reach my arms out to grab him.
Okay. Yeah. He scoops you up, and like he flies into the room because he can't just turn around. It's too small. And then he kind of like swoops around and very dramatically and flies back out. So you guys see that your second.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, your second friend is being flown away now. What were the two of you that are still there? Who had a 5?
I did. Okay, I'm just gonna try and hit it with an arrow.
Okay.
13 total.
That hits.
Total.
That hits.
Okay. And the longbow does D6, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
No, just 4 damage total.
4. Okay, yeah. So you shoot this arrow into it on one of the sides. It's starting to split. It actually seems to sag a little bit.
Nice.
Okay, it's on 4. What were you on? Brunhild?
3.
Okay, so it's going to go before you. All right, so since you're charged up at it, it's going to attack you. Although I don't think you have that negative armor class because it already went. Yeah, it's only for that round. Okay, so it's going to try to reach up with its pseudopod. Oh, and it rolled a 20.
Oh!
Yeah. Whoosh. So make a saving throw versus paralyze.
Oh no. No.
Okay, the goop goes over your axe and pulls it out of your hand and into the thing.
Oh, that little fucker.
And it starts eating it, and just smoke is coming out from it.
I stare at it in disbelief.
Yeah, it likes to eat stuff. So yeah, that's that round. All right, next round, initiative. Oh, you haven't gone yet. I'm sorry, I jumped you. What would you like to do?
Oh, well.
I figure staring at disbelief is not your action, so you can do something else.
No. So, yeah, I guess I get out of the way and wait for my turn to be carried over.
Okay, so you parry and go towards the door.
Yeah.
Cool. It's already attacked, so it doesn't do anything. All right, next round. Ooh, we got a 5.
2.
Oh, 0.
7.
2. Not that it matters.
Okay, yeah.
7.
So you see, 7 goes first.
Okay, I'll go ahead and attempt to hit this thing with my longbow with an arrow. I'm not gonna hit it with my longbow. 6.
6 is not hit. Okay, so this creature swoops back in again, and since you're standing next to the door, Brunhild, it will try to grab you if you allow it. Otherwise, it will make it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it sweeps over and it grabs you. He's you're getting a closer look at this thing. He kind of looks like a person, but who's been severely tortured. And as you're holding on, you can actually see that like these wings, they were grafted on. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. But yeah, you get swollen.
Whoa!
Back of one. Okay, and it goes on 5. So there's only one person left in the room. So the Uzi thing moves towards you. It's not going to charge because that wouldn't be cool. So it's just going to try to attack our lone party member in there. And it misses with an 11. So that's that round. Roll initiative again. Ooh, 5 again. Jeez. You're the only one in there, so Crystal.
Yeah.
It's right up on you now.
5 as well.
Okay. The simultaneous. Okay, well, he actually swoops in on the initiative of 6, the swoopy guy. So he comes back. and he's going to grab you if that's okay if you let him.
I'll definitely let him. While he's carrying me off, can I shoot a last arrow at this thing?
That's what you want to do? Sure.
Okay, cool.
Make a save versus
a save versus what?
paralyzation, paralyzed.
Okay. God damn it! Where's on my d20s? Okay. Because this one I rolled for attack already, so I'll just keep that one there. Oh yeah, failed.
Okay. So yeah, you go to do it and you shoot off one arrow and you drop your bow into the lava.
Yay.
Yeah. Because you shouldn't try to shoot him who's carrying you over the lava. So now you've learned that lesson. All right, so
I'm just going to ask the base to drop me into the lava.
So you're flying over.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons left, so whatever. Fuck it. Just drop me in the lava, please.
He doesn't listen to you. And yeah, so you fly over the lava, and what you see, and everybody else had seen the same thing before. You basically you're flying through this lava tunnel, and then suddenly turns vertical. He goes up, and about 30 feet or so, and then he brings you up to basically a cave. And you see your friends there, and he drops you off. You're standing in a room that's about this is a roughly hewn cave, so it's not exactly in proportion, but it's roughly 15-foot roundish. There's the cliff that you just came from, and then there's a door to the south. Also, in the center of the room, sitting on a little raised platform is a strange-looking device. It appears to be a single sheet of fabric stretched in a spiral manner across wooden ribs, which protrude radiantly from the center post. Very similar to Da Vinci's helicopter. Not that you would know what that was. Maybe you would know. But I'm not sure about the time period here. And then set in the southern wall is a door, like I told you. He drops you off, and he's breathing heavy, and you get a good look at him now. This room actually is still has some light radiating from the lava, even though it's 30 feet below, so it's not completely dark in here. And you can see that, again, he looks like a human, but he looks like he's been severely tortured. And these wings look like they were like sewn into his back. And he's breathing heavy, and after he drops you off, and he says, "Our debt is paid then." And then he flies back down.
What debt?
Does anyone have an extra weapon I can borrow? Because I'm kind of out of weapons.
I give you my dagger, hilt first.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So yes, you're standing in this room. Let's see, cave walls, rock walls, blah blah. You do see this kind of fabric-y, strange item sitting on a pedestal in the center of the room. Looks a little out of place, and there's also a door to the south that looks like a regular steel door with a handle.
Durf, do you have your strength back? What do you suggest?
Let me go check this pedestal out.
I'm sorry. Sure. The pedestal is strangely doesn't suit the room. It's that same green marble.
Oh,
and
yeah.
sitting on top is this helicopter-y device.
How big is it?
It's about 3 feet wide.
The
device. The pedestal is probably maybe like 1.5 feet, 2 feet. So it's like sticking out over it.
I probably have no idea what it is. Can
yeah. Maybe we can grab that. I've heard of this adventurer who used to grab items and replace them with sandbags. You got to do it really fast, though.
I'm just gonna pull it off.
Perhaps will go off.
You want to lift it up? It's very light, and it's almost like you can almost think of it almost like a big top. Like it's like sitting like on very carefully. When you lift it up, you look underneath on the the pedestal, you see this little like indent in there, and like the stick from the center of it was sitting in there. But yeah, you can hold it. I mean, it's a little bit awkward, but
Would the chunk of marble I collected earlier be about the same weight?
no, the marble's probably heavier. This thing doesn't weigh much at all. It's almost made out of like very thin wood and fabric.
I have nothing to place in its spot. So I don't know if I don't know. I think Lorraine had mentioned something about swapping the items out or something, but yeah, I don't have anything to swap with it.
I think you will be okay. I mean, look at Lorraine. She's lost every weapon she had already. I don't know if her advice is the most to take.
That's a good point, Marvin. That's a good point. Need to listen to you more.
So
I can just go jump in that lava. I don't have any problem with it. Yeah, if you don't want me here, whatever.
Oh,
weighing
no.
the party down.
No, that's not what I was getting at, young lady. I'm just trying to say sometimes our wisdom is it's like a flock of butterflies.
Okay. You're taking this thing with you? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of carry it along. Yeah,
okay. Sure. That's very light. You can easily carry it. So there's a door to the south. That seems to be the only way out of this room. It's obvious, anyways. Besides the lava.
While Durf is picking that up, I'm going to move to this door. And does it have a handle on it? Just a regular? Yeah, I don't even think about it. I just open it.
Okay. Yeah, you can open it. No problem. And you're looking into a room. Doors to the south. The room is basically imagine a square room, but with towards you, those two walls are slanted, so it's like kind of that shape. This chamber has random shapes of ivory inlaid on the floor. To the south are 3 enormous pistons, frozen in varying elevations. Separating you and them is an intimidating mesh of grated, thick black iron bars, crosshatched together. So it's almost like a wall, but you can see through it because it's like a screen, basically. You could barely fit your hand through it if you tried. In the middle of the room is an ornate capsule adorned with a pulsing cyan rune. So there's basically another pedestal in the center with like a ball on top. But the ball has pulsating runes. Or runes.
Brynhild, this may be some dwarf. Can you make anything out of this?
Oh? And I shove myself in front to look at it.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be written in Dwarven or anything, but it's definitely you can definitely tell by looking at the build of it that it's attached to the pedestal, but it can be like rotated, almost like a globe, if you will. But it's got runes instead of.
No, this is not the mighty language of the dwarven folk.
Well, I noticed that now. Maybe I can assist us. I have 2 in languages. Would that help?
Yeah. So roll a d6. If you get a 1 or 2, then you can.
Got a 6.
Okay,
Everyone could, right?
Everybody can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Let's see.
No.
I have something in languages. I don't know what it is. What happened? Languages 2.
Well, I wasn't good at reading to begin with, so I don't understand this at all.
1. I got it. I had 2, and I got a 1.
Nice. Yeah. This you recognize this as a kind of. You haven't seen any of these kind of people around for a long, long time, but it seems to be an ancient form of Elvish. And it doesn't really say anything that makes any sense to you, but it basically speaks of time. The circle of time is essentially what you get from it.
I know what this language is. My father, he used to trade with these people. They were called elves. Yes.
I snort.
Yes, I learned their language over the summer, over the summers that we traded with them. It says something about the circle of time, but it doesn't really make much sense to me.
I'm
Wasn't
just
there-
very glad that you did not go and jump into the lava pit. See your wisdom come in handy here.
Wasn't there an hourglass when we entered in the floor?
Yes, there was.
Maybe there
Perhaps
is some
this-
connection.
Is dedicated to time or some such force.
So what you want to do, you've got this mesh that, like I said, you probably couldn't even put your hand through it, but you can see on the other side these large brass pistons that are about 10-foot diameter. 3 of them. On the other side of it, in the center of the room, is this pedestal with the capstone on top. So basically, like the globe.
There are 3 pistons with what on top?
The piston doesn't have anything on top. The pedestal has the capstone, the globe on top in the center of the room.
Okay.
The pistons you can just see. You probably can't. You can't really get to them from where you're at.
Okay.
Not without a major effort, anyways.
Well, I guess I'll try to grab the globe.
Well, it's attached. It doesn't move though.
Oh.
If you try to pick it up, you can't pick it up. It's attached, but you feel that it does move.
You said it moves like it spins.
Like it rotates.
Okay, I'll give it a spin and see what happens.
Oh, you're gonna spin it clockwise or counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you spin this, and all of a sudden there's a rumbling sound, and the pistons start to move, and they start going almost like in rhythm. And you're kind of looking at it for a second while it's going on. You're probably like, "Whoa, what's going to happen?" And all of a sudden there's a bright flash of light, and everything goes dark.
Oh, not
We're all
again.
What manner of elvish is this?
Darth is
You,
crying in the background.
you're all like kind of groggy in the head, and you're kind of opening up your eyes. And just by the flickering of the torch, which is probably laying on the ground somewhere because you don't really know exactly where it is, because you're all laying flat on your backs. You're looking up, though, and you see in the ceiling a brass hemisphere.
I think we are back in the first room. Ugh.
Yeah, and
I'll
as you
look-
start looking around, you see like the broken
Yeah,
the wall that you guys broke. You see the burnt out stuff, everything.
and the hourglass under myself.
Yep, the hourglass is still there.
Well, perhaps what I did, maybe I activated something. Maybe something is different here now.
What you don't see, though, is the passageway going to the west, because remember, a stone door closed that. And as you're kind of looking at it, all of a sudden on that same wall, on the west wall, but kind of in the corner, another door opens. Like a piece of wall slides over, and the man who flew you across is walking out of a tunnel. And he looks at you and he says, "Thank you. Now I can go back to see my family before this disease finally takes me. I'm in your debt." And then he walks towards the entrance and leaves.
What the hell is going on? I'm so
Debt?
confused. What
I
is he
think
saying?
there is some serious time weirdness going on here.
Am I dying?
All I understand is disease, and I don't want anything to do with disease.
I'm going to move over to the door he came out of and look inside.
Okay, sure, yeah. So you look down that. It's a long, plain hallway. So not like as ornate as the rest of the rooms you've been in. Goes down about 30 feet, and then it turns to the right, which would be north. So you can just barely see the edge of that with your torch that you got, which is probably starting to burn out now. So you can light the torch. How many torches did you have? 3?
Who, me? I've only got 1 left.
Okay. Cool. Oh, that's right. Won't get eaten. So yeah, you're on your last torch. If you light it up, you'll definitely need it to see out this corridor.
Okay, well, let's go.
Okay, you want to go down there? So you walk down the corridor. Are we same marching order, or are you guys gonna change it up? And are you still carrying that thing in your hand, Marcus? It came with you.
Yeah, I probably would have been clutching it a lot tighter.
Okay.
I'm still second. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so you guys are heading down this corridor. Goes down about 30 feet, like I said, then it turns to the right. As soon as it turns, you can see down about another 30 feet. So right at the edge of your torchlight, there's a spiral staircase going up. So you see down at the edge of the corridor, spiral staircase.
I'm gonna head to the spiral staircase.
Cool.
Yeah,
go ahead
as
and
well.
make a save and throw versus. That would be breath weapon, maybe? Is there breath in this? Yeah, do save versus breath.
Me too, because I'm directly behind him.
No, just one of you. So
Okay.
Just Earth? Okay. I rolled a 13. My breath is 14. Awesome.
Okay, so you failed. Okay, so it takes some damage. So as you're going past this corridor, all of a sudden from the wall on the it'd be on your east side, about maybe 3.5 feet off the ground, a spear comes out of the wall. It's an iron spear comes out and stabs you, and then it goes back, and then you see it stab a few more times, but by then you've moved, and then it kind of sits.
Great.
Stops.
How bad am I wounded?
You have taken 3 points of damage.
I clutch my side and I say, I'm dead. What's happening?
You're not dead, though, are you?
No.
Okay.
Pretty close, though. But,
yeah. That's all right. You're doing all right.
Yes. I'm still clutching this weird thing, too.
So, yeah, so this spear stabs you, and then it like I said, it does it a few times. It, like, kind of goes in and out and a few times, and then it stops. So you can all get past it, but now it's kind of like sticking out across the corridor. You have to just kind of like climb under it or over it. But it's not really a problem. So in front of you is a spiral staircase.
Can I attempt to take the spear out of the wall so I can use it as a weapon?
It's stretching the entire width of the hallway, and it's still longer than that, so it can't come out of the wall. It's too long.
Yeah, I jump up
yep.
and hang on it.
Okay.
To break it off.
It's iron. I don't think you're gonna break it off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's basically a 1-inch round iron bar that's.
Damn it!
You had one end. That'd be a good idea, though.
Yeah, I let go with a sheepish face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's basically just like an iron. It's like it's not like a wooden spear. Okay, so in front of you is a spiral staircase going up, if you'd like to go, and it goes really far up. Like you look up, and it goes way beyond where your torch could see.
Does anyone else have any torches for when this one goes out?
I have one.
We need to welcome the darkness. We're all dead.
Yes, I can agree with that.
It was the most emo party ever.
Yeah.
Every little thing.
I heard of this.
Leather, so.
I heard of this elf one time. We had this thing that they called a what was it? A flashlight. It was a piece of metal which, when a cork was taken out, would shine light forever. It was quite an amazing device.
This place is really getting to your head.
Yeah.
Those are just stories.
But I've seen it with my own eyes. I was a little girl at the time, but
Oh, well, since you have such excellent eyesight, maybe Durf is not looking too well. Maybe you should take the lead then.
If Durf is up with that, sure, I'll take the lead.
It's over for me anyways, and I'll fall back. You people.
Durf is all my friend.
Are you gonna climb up the spiral staircase?
Yeah.
Okay. As you climb up, it's a long staircase, so you go up something like 200 feet. And when you get to the top, here's something to read. Okay. Finally, you reach the topmost step. Through an elaborately carved archway, you see a large square room, the ceiling of natural black rock 20 feet above, riddled with stalactites. There is no floor, though. It seems to be a pit of absolute nothingness. In the middle of the north and east walls are 2 more archways, each accessible by the narrow T-shaped bridge of black rock connecting all 3. So basically, you're standing on the west side of this room, and you can follow this bridge directly across all the ways to the east, or you could follow it halfway and then make a left and go to the north, and you see actually a door there, I think. That's what we see. Yeah. I'm sorry, there's archways on both of them. So you can kind of go. Essentially, you can go. Once you're in this room, you can go east or you can go north.
What do you guys think? East or north?
It's probably colder to the north.
Good point. Yes, let's go north.
Okay. So you get about halfway, almost halfway, and then you're going to start taking that turn. A couple of you maybe have already gone, and suddenly you hear a whoosh, and a ton of bats have been alerted by your torch, and you're getting swarmed with bats. And it's not really doing any major damage right now, but everybody roll a d6.
4.
1.
6.
Okay. Roll again with it, Marcus.
4.
6 again.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay.
No, this is
So you fall onto your stomach, and you're hanging off the side now. As pieces of rock are falling down into the room below, and you're basically dangling there. Unless somebody helps you,
I don't care.
you're gonna fall.
Shit, I grab him.
What's your strength?
Let me die.
10.
Okay, try to roll into your strength.
Oh, shit.
Don't drop me. I'm counting on you.
Shit, no. 12?
You can't. Oh, he's going further and further down. Does anybody else want to try? Hold on, see when you're
I'm
Yeah,
slipping away.
I'll rush over. I'll rush over real quick and try and save them.
Okay.
I have a strength of 12. Do I get any?
You have to roll under your strength.
11 out of 12.
Nice. All right. Yes, you're able to kind of like he starts to slip, and you know, you're able to come over and grab his arm, start to pull up a little bit, and you guys, the bats are coming at you, and you're getting cut up and stuff. It doesn't really do any real damage. But yeah, you're able to kind of like probably now that you're down low, have to like kind of crawl to that northern entry because all the bats are hitting you. But in the end, some scratches and stuff, but you actually can get into there without dying.
Did I drop
That was
the
very, very close.
helicopter? Did I drop the helicopter thingy?
No.
Wow.
Surprisingly, it's actually all the air that's being swept up by the bats is actually making it fly. It's actually, you see it spinning in the air.
Oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I'll grab it and get in there.
Well, you can't grab it. I mean, you could try, but it's going to be.
Should I jump
would
for
advise
it?
against grabbing it at this point because it's flying. It will eventually fall, but it's like right now it's up in the air flying around.
Can I make a lasso with a lasso it?
Okay, well, you're on your belly
Oh,
over
okay.
a long distance with bats all around you. So I mean, you could try it, but I think if you do that, then there's a very good chance that you're going to fall. So, yeah.
No, forget it.
Ignore.
I'll just crawl to the northern. It's lost.
Yeah, it's probably going to fall, but yeah, I don't think it'd be very wise for you to do that. It would be very, very difficult. Okay, cool. Oh, you are now because you're filling. Oh, there you are. Okay, so you go into this small room. It's like 10-foot square, and kind of once you stand up, the bats aren't coming in this room. Once you stand up, probably like right at like chest level for a normal person, you're at the bottom of what appears to be a giant bird cage, and in this bird cage is something that you've seen before. There's a man who is cut up and scarred. He seems to be unconscious, and he has wings sewn into his back.
I'll make my way over to him.
It's a different one. It's not the same man.
It looks. I mean, you never really get a great look at him, but it looks very, very similar, if not the same guy.
What are you?
He's basically like unconscious right now, and the cage is locked.
Maybe we can get him out, Lorraine. I still got my tools on me.
Okay, go ahead and give it a try.
All right, I got it. I don't got it. I'm hurting really bad.
All right. Let me give it a try. God, that's a really stubborn lock.
It's another master-crafted lock, I think.
Must be. There's no other explanation. Why does this place have so many master locks?
I don't know, but we need to find whoever made these and study under him or her, you know?
Yes, for sure.
You'll have to.
You're up. Smash it open.
Yeah, you can smash it open.
Dwarf?
Oh, I should hit the button. Yeah. That looks good, yeah. If I roll a strength, which I assumed.
It's actually, I mean, it's a pretty well crafted lock, but it's made out of brass. So you can smash it. Yeah, you smash the lock open. It's not elegant, but it breaks open, and probably because of all the rustling, whatever. This man, he like blinks his eyes open. He looks at you and he says, "You must help me."
Well, we kind of already did, and you owe us.
Yes, I owe you. What could I do to repay?
Do you know do you have a map of this place, or do you think you could describe to us this place in such a way that we could draw out a map?
I've never been anywhere but this room. She comes and tortures me here. Sometimes burns me.
Where does she come from? That is who we are looking for.
She comes from the door that you came from. Which is like, I mean, you're in a tiny little room. There's only one door. He says, my name is Eric. I don't know. I want to get back to my family. I haven't seen anybody except for the witch for years now.
I look towards Dirth and Lorraine. I suppose the best thing would be for us to stay here and wait till this witch comes in, and both of you could surprise her by hiding behind the entrance door.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Pull out my short sword as he says that.
Yes, for sure.
Can I try a stealth roll maybe to see if I can kind of be stealthy?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of room to hide, but you certainly can get around the corners of the room.
Okay.
It's like a 10-foot square room, so you're like...
Yeah, true.
You can get like in the corners by the door if you want. You can wait there, sure.
What I want to do while they hide is I want to stand next to the cage where this winged human is, and I'm just going to stand there leaning against the tip of my spear. When she comes in, her attention will be drawn to me then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of like is getting to his feet now, and he says, I will be in your debt. and he gets out of the cage and starts to unsteadily start to walk out into the open space, and he jumps off the side. And the horse flies because he's going to fly.
Maybe Brynhild, maybe you should get in the cage and pretend that you're a new prisoner.
I don't really look like him.
Oh, well, I thought maybe y'all had some resemblance. I'm sorry.
I'm a woman after all. And I puff my chest. What?
Don't let them look for you.
I whisper to Darth.
Well, I mean, we can give it a try.
Well, the main thing is we need to take the attention of this witch when she comes in, and so our two stealthy friends here can take her out, I hope.
Yeah, we got it. You can't even see us back here.
Oh, alright.
Said that he said that this woman must be some kind of flame princess.
Da da da.
Darth puts a bloody hand on his forehead. Runs it down his face. Maybe so. Maybe so.
I get in the cage in the meantime.
Okay, you're in the cage. So your torch is starting to get low. Are you going to just let it go out and sit in the dark? Is your plan?
Well, right now we don't need one, alright? We can listen for footsteps. We should save maybe the last torch.
Yes, we should.
Who was carrying the torch? Marvin?
Yep, I've got the one right now until it goes out.
Yeah, so I give you mine. The one I have.
Okay.
Is that one? Are we going to save that last one that you hand him?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, my suggestion at least. I mean.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you wait until the torch burns out, which is like half an hour or so, and then you're waiting. Okay, so about 4 hours go by. Nothing. Is there like an unlimited amount of time that you want to wait, or are you just gonna just take goes up?
Darth is probably starting to nod off a bit onto Lorraine's shoulder.
Do you want to like shift out guard duties? Like, how do you want to do this?
I have no preference. Maybe wait another hour and then maybe start taking shifts while the others rest. I don't know.
Okay.
I would think she probably comes once a day to feed him and water him. So yes, I think we should wait just a little longer.
Okay. Sure. Make my life easier. Okay, yeah, so you wait another 2 hours, which is the amount of dice I rolled, and still nothing. It's probably now for you, you're basing, based on when you came in and all the exploration that you've done, it's probably about 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Well, maybe we should consider setting up camp for the night and well, it's really dark, so we can't see anything. We only have one torch left.
Well, we have this wonderful cage to one of us can rest.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe we should just sneak back out, but if we do, I suggest that we don't have our torch lit. That way we don't upset the bats. We can just crawl on our bellies, carefully scan the edge with our hands off the edge, like scan the floor until we can find the edge.
Oh,
And then we could head out east.
I say we stay here and rest. Durf is not looking well. I think he needs a good night of rest.
How can you tell? You can't even see him.
Well, I can hear it in his voice.
All right, Durf, we'll let you rest first. Or I'll take first watch. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I guess just rest here, and I'll take the first watch, and
I'll
if
take
anyone
second.
comes, I'll yell.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay there.
Yep.
Again, yeah. I mean, I don't know how we're going to be able to tell the passage of time at all. Be able to tell how long it's been.
Yeah, you're not really able to tell. It's really very, very difficult. So yes, you're sitting in complete darkness in a pretty quiet place. So everyone make a roll under your con. See if you're not off.
Ew, 1.
Made it.
I got a 1 as well.
Nice. You're so freaked out that you just can't sleep. So none of you.
I'm passed out.
17, so I failed.
No, under is good. All you guys were fine. So yeah, so during your shift,
No, I failed. I had a 13 con.
No, I know you.
I rolled a
Everybody
17.
else rolled. So yeah, during your shift, you fall asleep, and you were actually first shift, right? No, what shift were you?
Yeah, I was first shift.
Okay, so you actually fall asleep, which means that you don't wake anybody up. So you guys at some point will all wake up, and you have no idea how much time's gone by. And you're all in the pitch dark, and it's very uncomfortable. So what do you want to do?
Is Lorraine woke up too, or she's sleeping?
I'll say that you all kind of wake up. You know, maybe she wakes up and she realizes that, like, she's. I don't know. I don't know if you want to tell them that you fell asleep, but you have no idea now how long you've been here because.
Well, I guess I take my watch then now.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly panicking, and I'm kind of panicking, and I just say Brynhild, it's your watch, Brynhild.
Well then,
Well, why are you waking me up?
Because I can't see anything.
Yes, you stay there all in all for what you cannot even imagine how long it is, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. And eventually a shitload of time has passed. You have no idea how much time has passed. But nobody's come, and the bats haven't done anything. They're all settled in.
Are you feeling better, Durf?
I'm feeling a little bit better, yeah. That rest definitely helped. Physically.
We've gone through my shift now, and Brynhild's shift is next, but we're all awake. Maybe we should just consider just heading out to the east, getting past those bats, like I said. I mean,
Yes, lead us on.
can I find the door in the dark?
Yeah. It probably takes a minute, but you kind of knew where you came in, and you probably.
Right, so
the room is pretty small. It's a 10-foot room with one door, so it's not that hard to find it. And if you
Okay,
do exactly like you said, it's smart. If you get on your belly, you can slide across that without like fear of falling in and losing track of where you are.
Okay.
So you definitely can do that. So yeah.
Right, so I'll slide across the bridge. With my free hand, I want to like feel around the bridge and see if I ever can feel the the device that was dropped by Dearth earlier.
Oh, interesting. No. You don't feel
Okay.
it.
We make our way. Do we get to the east door?
Yep, you get to the entrance to the east, and you kind of crawl across your first. So when you get to through the archway there, you remember it being an archway. You can't see it's an archway, obviously. You feel you're at the top of stairs, another spiral staircase. This time going down.
It feels like stairs going down this time, but I can't see anything. So light up that torch yet. I'll do the best I can to spin so that my feet are behind me. I'll like spin over to my butt, and then I'll just kind of like start slowly, pulling my way down the stairs with my feet in front. So like put my feet down on one step and then slide my butt down.
Okay. Yeah, and it's good that you're doing that because as you start coming on these stairs, you've like there's chunks of them missing, and pieces are like pushed up to the side, and you're able to kind of hold on to it, but the whole thing feels very, very unstable, like something happened to it. And you get down about maybe 50 feet, and you start to hear a sound, which probably takes you a second to think, but it sounds like those pistons that you saw before. And they seem to be coming from.
Okay. Well, when we get about halfway down, I'll go ahead and take that torch if they'll let me, and just tell Marvin to light it up.
Yes, you light the torch, and you see that it looks like these stairs. It almost looks like somebody took this set of spiral stairs and took it and just like a giant or something, like crunched it and then stuck it back in. Which is impossible because they're made out of stone, but that's what it looks like. And you work your way down to the bottom, and you're standing. Basically, it looks pretty familiar to you because you're standing essentially on the other side of that piston wall. So, at the base of the stairway, you see ahead of you 3 massive gleaming brass cylinders pumping away. To the left, the wall is the lattice of thick iron bars. That's the other side. And you see them just pumping away in front of you. You could get through, but you're going to have to roll under your decks to not get smashed by them if you want to try to get past them. Because you do see on the other side a door.
Okay, well, here goes nothing. Oh, I rolled a d6. I definitely win.
Cheater.
All right, but for real, I just rolled a 20 and I got 6 under 15. So I managed to roll artfully under the piston.
Yes, you get
and
through.
It slams behind me.
Yeah, you get it. You get to the other side. And you see on the other side, you go through like a little archway, and you see another set of stairs, this time going up, but they don't look like you go up that much further. Like it's another set of spiral staircase.
All right, I'll tell them through the piston, like it's another set of stairs. It doesn't go up as far as those others, though. Leads to a new place. I'm gonna bet.
Do you need a light to continue?
Bring it to me.
Yeah, I was assuming you had it. Otherwise, you're standing.
Oh, okay. Marvin handed it to me.
Yeah, well, you said you took it from.
Okay, so I'll say I have it. I'll wait 1 second and I'll.
What's right
and
enough? They can see. They can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll head up the stairs a little bit.
Oh, you're
if they're not willing to go through the pistons. Are you guys gonna try and make it through the pistons, or do you guys want me to go ahead a little bit?
I mean, it's the
Oh, go
only
ahead
way.
and see.
Yeah. I
Right?
think
Go ahead and see.
Oh, fuck. No?
Okay. If you didn't make it,
Nope.
ooh, 6 points of damage. I mean, you make it, but you take 6 points of damage.
Yeah. Oh!
How about Marvin? No, not Marvin. You're staying back, right? Or Darth.
Sorry, when am I rolling?
Under your dex to get past the pistons.
Sure. Oh, not good. I got a 20.
You take 5 points of damage.
Martin drops to a single knee,
Whoosh.
coughing up blood. I feel like I'm down to my last breath.
Oh my god. Okay.
Darth,
How about
we've
Marvin?
almost made it out of here.
Is Marvin just staying back?
As seeing those two of this happening, well, Lorraine, why don't you just go on up the steps and see if that is where that leads to? I'll wait here and protect the back.
Good idea. Yeah. I'll make my way up the stairs.
Okay. It just goes up like a flight. You're leaving your way in the dark. But you pop up and you can see there's about a 40-foot long corridor with a door at the end. And it looks just like a plain corridor.
Back down the stairs and let them know there's a very long corridor and there's a door at the end.
Oh, well, I guess I will do my best as I start fancy footworking, trying to make it through. Oh, yeah, 10 under 13 dex.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're able to get through no problem. So you're all on the other side.
I like to imagine that you're trying to do this fancy footwork and you actually trip yourself up, but you just happen to trip at the perfect time and make it through.
Oh, and I look at Durf and I go, I almost didn't make that last step there. You're not looking too good, though.
No, I'm really not. But I'm glad we all made it.
Okay. So do you want to go up the stairs now as a group? Or no?
Yep. Well, I mean, we're not going to go back through the pistons because that'll probably be less of dearth.
All right, so you walk up the stairs and you're at the top and you start heading towards this corridor and the door opens at the end. And out through the door steps Lorraine. And behind her, Marvin.
I massage my temples.
And then behind her, Dirth.
Dirth coughs up blood when he sees himself.
And finally, Brynhild comes through. And they walk up to you and they say, you can see they look a little haggard. And they say to you, they say, you must stop her. As we did.
All right, cool. Yeah, sure. Why not? How did you stop her?
Oh, more important, do you have torches?
No. You can actually see they don't have a torch. They say, but maybe you could give us yours. You won't need it anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe you won't need it anymore. The room's lit at the end.
Oh. Well, we'll keep it anyway.
Oh, come on. This is ourselves. We want ourselves to get safely out, right?
The other self.
Yeah, Dirth like coughs up blood. He walks up to the other Dirth and he says, he like takes blood from his mouth and he like puts it like draws it on your face and he says, "It's in the face." And then he starts stumbling off.
But if we give this torch to ourselves now, then when we come back, we will then ourselves.
My mouth is hanging open and I just nod. Huh?
So I'll hand the torch to the other Lorraine, and then I'll give her a hug.
Okay. Yeah, she hugs you.
And then I'll make my way to the hall.
She probably like hugs like a little bit too long. Like it's almost a little awkward, but yeah, she takes a torch.
I'm gonna pass the other Dearth a chunk of the marble that I found. Say, take this. Remember me.
I kind of have a feeling, as I walk away, that the universe would have had to explode. I don't know why, but...
What the hell is the universe?
I don't know. I heard that
She must
somewhere.
be going crazy. She must be going crazy.
It's a very big word.
Yes. Not much oxygen in this place.
Okay. So at that they stumble away.
And is there actually light at the other end of the tunnel?
Yeah, well the doors are crack open and there is light coming from it, yeah.
Awesome. Make my way to the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, you look in the door and you can see this room, and this is like nothing you've ever seen before. It's like there's basically what you would consider machines in a sense. There's like levers and switches and dials and gemstones like stacked on top of beakers that are bubbling, and it's like this huge like alchemy. None of you are wizards, so you can't really understand it all. And standing amidst is this old woman, and she turns towards you, startled, and she says, "You can't stop me! You can't stop me!" And she smashes a beaker into this like pot that's there. She's basically, I'll describe her to you. Let's see.
Oh, wait, we're not here to stop you.
Okay, so let me take a look. So she's got blue. She's wearing blue robes, and she's covered in tattoos, including her face. And there's two clocks on the wall, both at the same time.
We're not here to, but we're not here to stop you. We're here to join you.
Good. Join me then.
Yes.
I could use more servants.
Yes. We would love to become your servants. I'm gonna and to see if I can grab my dagger without her noticing.
Okay. Roll stealth, I guess. Let me see. I'll roll for you. What's your stealth?
I actually have a sleight of hand.
Or sleight of hand, rather. Good. What is it?
2 out of 6.
Good. Okay. Yes. You pocket your dagger, like get it in your hand behind your back.
Okay.
This is. Oh, by the way, this room is. It's pretty large. It's about 60 feet square, and she's on the other side of it. So she's looking at you, and she says, "First, you'll need to swear allegiance to me."
And she's 60 feet away, you said?
She's almost 60 feet away. Yeah, she's almost at the other side of the room. She smashed this like potion or whatever that she probably was drinking, or you're not really sure what she was doing with it. Actually, when she did that too, lots of the gems and stuff started lighting up and such.
Let me come over for you.
Okay, roll initiative. So that we can just track everybody's actions in a certain order.
7 again.
She got 6. Okay.
2.
All right. So did anybody get 7's better than 6? So anybody better than 7? No, right? So you go first, Tim. What would you like to do? You see if she's
Can I move? I guess spears are probably the same, like 20-foot range or whatever, probably.
Yeah, you can throw a spear. Yep, I'll check. You can move 1/3 your movement and still attack. You're only wearing level 1. You can probably move. You can move almost to her. You can actually move into melee if you wanted to, probably.
Yeah, I just want to look at her and say, when she mentions about swearing allegiance, I want to move up to her as I'm talking to her, and when I get close enough and I can throw my spear at her and tell her I swear allegiance to no one but my father.
Nice. Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Range on a spear. Short range would be 10 feet. Medium range is 20.
So if I go more than 10, I'll have a minus, I guess.
That's right. Medium range is -2 to hit, and long range is -4. So you got to get within 10 feet if you want to be neutral. Within 5 feet if you want to stab.
So I probably can't move that far though, can I?
You can move 1/3. You can move a third, so you can move 40 feet. So yeah, you can get to her. It's a 60-foot room. She's not all the way on the other side. I'll say you can just get to her.
Okay, yeah, if I can get close enough to. Yep. Hot dog got 18 on the dice, so I've got 0 right now. That's right. So 18.
Cool. All right, roll some damage.
Is there any dex bonus on damage or?
No. You young players need dex bonus with damages.
It'd be 5 damage. Because I just chunked the spear straight into her.
Yeah, this is only an old lady, so she's not that really hurt. You run her through with the spear, and she's like pretty surprised that actually. Wow. Okay. Did anybody else have a 7 or a 6? No, she's going on 6 then. Okay. She points her staff at somebody. There's 4 of you, so I'll roll random one. It doesn't matter which one. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At at Dearth.
Good.
Magic.
No,
Save versus magic. Here we go. A 14, and I have a 14.
Oh, you succeeded then. Okay, so nothing happens. You get, and then you're just like, oh.
Yeah, cough up more blood.
Exactly. Who is on a 5? 4, 3, 2.
2.
I'm on a 2.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
I shoot my crossbow.
Ouch. Okay. All right, so where's that freaking end? Because he's
20. 6 damage.
Okay, cool. Let's quickly read the shooting.
It's like a 50% chance you're going to hit Tony's character.
Oh, right. Oh, shit. Oops.
Oh, randomly determined and didn't realize actually. Okay. So it's random.
No, I'm not in melee with her, Crystal. I'm through a spear. I'm 10 foot
All
away.
right, yeah, good.
Oh, you threw the spear.
Three.
Oh, okay, then you're good. Oh yeah, then yeah, okay. So you shoot her with the crossbow, it goes into her chest, and she falls to the ground dead.
Yes. I raise my
And you see
crossbow.
that the lights are starting to flash faster on the device.
I run up and grab my spear.
Okay. You have a spear. What would you like to
The
do?
lights are.
Yeah, they're going even faster. The gems are glowing.
Go with it and see if I can turn it off.
No, I mean you can, but it's magic, so it's not a mechanical device.
Okay. Can I just smash something that's flashing?
Sure.
I'll run back to the entrance of the room if she's finna smash stuff.
YOLO. I'll shout YOLO as I'm smashing one of the lights.
I join her in smashing everything that's flickering, whatever.
Come, Durf, you cannot take any more damage.
Okay, you guys are smashing stuff.
Yeah, I'll heed Marvin's call as he said that.
I smashed the clocks.
Okay, the clocks are smashed. Everything just sitting there, so it should be easy enough for you to smash it. The lights seem to still be flashing.
God damn it. Are we good now? Did we make it?
Do I look good?
All right. Fair point. Let's go get that torch and head out.
Cool. Yeah, you can
Is there
easily walk.
anything else in this room other than that old woman?
Nope. The woman, the machine.
Does she have a torch on her?
The staff that she had. No, she didn't have a torch. The room was lit by these
I'll
glowing.
take her staff. It might be valuable.
Okay. It's magic for sure.
Okay. Well,
Cool.
start heading back towards the hallway, I guess.
What's
To
your
meet
alignment?
ourselves. And me? Neutral.
Okay. When you grab the staff, it burns your hand. Make a save versus paralysis.
Oh, great. I grab it with my hand that's already burned.
Okay.
Because I just think that's hilarious. Oh, and I fail my paralysis.
Okay, yeah. So it like it almost feels like it jumps away from you, but that can't be right because it's not alive, obviously. But it like kind of goes flying across the room out of your hand.
I just wrapped this freaking hand. Do I take any HP damage or anything?
Nope.
All right. All right, let's just get out of here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so you guys go out. And coming up the stairs, you see yourselves.
I'm going to walk up to myself and I'm going to say, you must defeat her.
How do we do that?
Throw a spear.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then shoot her with a crossbow. Also, you won't need that torch anymore.
Okay, they give you the torch.
And we'll begin to make our way back to the entrance.
Perfect. Yeah, so you guys are, I mean, you know how to get out of here. So you're basically walking your way out. Let's see, you get down to the pistons. They've actually stopped now. So it's a pain in the ass, but you can kind of crawl over them. You go over up that spiral staircase that's kind of beat up and broken down. And then you go across. Now, with the bats, do you want to put the torch out or are you just going to go for it?
Yeah, just run. Just run.
Okay. Cool. So you get there, you go back down, you head towards the hallway, you come up back up, you enter in that first room with the hourglass. Perfect timing. You enter the room with the hourglass, and all of a sudden there's a huge white flash. And you're in a cave.
And we're all perfectly healed?
Nope. You're exactly the same as you were. But when you walk, if you like just would have walk outside and look in the cave, the landscape looks completely different. All the towns and stuff that were around for miles that you could see when you were up on the thing are all gone. You've gone back in time 500 years. And there you go. So you didn't stop her, even though you thought that you did. She was trying to go back in time, and basically you just went back in time because you didn't stop her. So yeah, but you did kill her, so interesting. We'll see how that works out. But in any case, you are now trapped in time 500 years prior. I guess you're probably your own forefathers now, Tony. So yeah, basically she was trying to go back in time to change history so that she could basically take over the land. I think she was up to in her little thing there. So obviously the princess probably dies, all these things. Although maybe there's something you could do about it. I don't know. But in any case, you escape with your lives, but you are now lost in time. So anything that you had in the future is no longer yours.
I wonder if we can. I wonder if we can find ourselves here. I mean that literally.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.